Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots. Autobots, roll out.
That's right, let's roll out. Ripper here, guys. Hope you're doing well today with World of Shooting Ships. So, hey, this is a video about the Chung build is on the screen, and it's just a basic torpedo build and trying to maximize the guns the best I can. So, hey guys, if you guys like the content, go and hit the like and subscribe button, share if you want to help us out, and hit the bell for notification of upcoming videos. So the Chung, I've always had my eye on this destroyer. The Pan-Asian line really intrigued me because of a lot of cool features that make this, I would say, this tech line very special in the sense of, one, they're like the American class ships, and if you look at the history, I believe the American Navy sold the ships to the Pan-Asian countries. I don't know which one specifically. You can look those up, but they basically are like Fletcher class and Gearing class destroyers, especially in the Tier 9, Tier 10 realm. The Yo-Yang being the Tier 10 version of this. But we're playing the Tier 9, and this is a great game. I want to display the capabilities of the line and what it can do and bring to the table. So a couple features about this ship is, one, it's a Fletcher class style destroyer. You look at the guns. You got about 5 127mm guns. The speed on this is a little different. It's a little faster, especially when you put the speed flags on. You notice right now I'm going almost about 40 knots with an engine speed boost. So you can really get this thing up to 42, 43 knots. So very quick and swift to move around on the battlefield. Also, the detection, if you notice, is at 5.7 on the concealment build. And you notice that it helps right here where you outspot a lot of the other DDs. Another, or a Yugumo right here. And you notice we just begin open firing, and the way I built this particular Chung is a radar design. You can pick smoke. I chose radar, and that's one of the other features, as you can see right here. Here's the moment that shines, and radar, boom, 26 seconds, and I got free reign, not spotted, shooting in stealth radar behind his smoke. A very stealthy ninja type of ship right here, and essentially the rate of the guns are amazing. 127mm guns, you got 5 of them, and the reload is about 3 seconds. If you use the Fearless Brawler commander skill, you can really get this down even faster, maybe down to 2.3 seconds, 2.5 seconds. I haven't really timed it or looked at the stats of it yet. You could do the math. But really, really fast Fletcher-style guns, and man, this thing does bring the pain. It is very, very deadly on the battlefield. Now, you don't get smoke with the radar now, so you got to be very careful and you have to risk manage, if you will, when to use it, because if you begin firing, obviously you'll get spotted if you're not within smoke of any kind or blocked by smoke. So you notice I used the smoke of the Yugumo there to mask our ship, so we had free reign of fire. We radared for our team, and they could basically take the Yugumo down as best they could. Now, he survived, but he's going to rethink that one again. Now, another bread and butter of this ship. The Fletcher has great, as you can tell, the torpedoes, but the cool thing about the Chung is same style of torpedoes, but they inflict about 17,900 damage, right? On 2 launchers that shoot 5 apiece. But the coolest thing that I really liked about these torpedoes is the fact that their detection range is 0.8. When I first saw those kind of torpedoes detection range, I believe it was the Black destroyer, which is also kind of a Fletcher style. Their torpedoes were 0.8 detections, meaning literally almost maybe 6 to 8 seconds reaction time, if maybe less. Which is what I love about that, is the fact that they are basically stealth torpedoes. Now, you got to use them well and use them wisely, but and the reload's pretty fast too if you build into torpedoes. Now, the Fletcher. The speed on them, the Black actually, the speed on those torpedoes, as referred to as sea mines, is very, very slow. I mean, super slow, like maybe 40 to 50 knots, I believe. At least with the Chung and the Fletcher class destroyers, they can get your torpedoes up to 69, maybe 74 if you build into the speed of torpedoes. So, I like the fact that I can get the 0.8 detection, basically stealth torpedo detection range, as well as the speed of these torpedoes is still fast enough to really warrant these as a very deadly stealth sniper torpedoes, if you will, for the enemy cruisers, battleships, and carriers. Now, that's the downside about it. You got to give up. If you want something great, you got to give up something else. These torpedoes only knock out cruisers, battleships, and carriers, CVs. they don't hit destroyers. So destroyers have free reign, but that's a good trade-off in my mind because I can use the guns to take out the destroyers, and I normally don't hit destroyers with torpedoes that often, so I think it's a good trade. You know, cruisers and battleships are fairly slow and bulky, and you know, you really, I can accept that that trade-off, if you will. Now let me demonstrate right here how the torpedoes are working really well in our favor. So you notice I'm just swinging back and forth, and just with this 5.7 detection, man, you can really get up close and personal with these, you know, these battleships and cruisers, and you really can outspot a lot of people, and you can really get in close where your torpedoes are very effective. Now watch what the players do that I'm shooting against and how they respond to the torpedoes. You can tell they don't see them unless hydro is active on one of their ships. If they don't have hydro, they really delay their reaction time significantly. You know, you really don't see their reaction that much at all, if any, because it's just too late. I mean, literally 6 to 8 seconds reaction time with these things is incredible. From what I'm hearing from the CCs and the YouTubers that also do this, it's very, very, you know, scary torpedoes to deal with. And knocking 17,900 damage per torpedo is very, very scary. So let's take a look at this. So how are we going to use these torpedoes to work for us right now? So I don't need smoke, good detection. I got radar in case somebody, any DD wants to take me on and could jump into smoke. So we're just going to like basically orbit just outside of detection range. And I've got the York coming up. These torpedoes, again, reload fairly quickly. If I get it down to maybe 88 seconds, 90 seconds on the reload build. You can see their build again if you go back to the video and pause it. But I mean, these are fairly quick reloading torpedoes. I mean, not Holland and Benham type of reloads, like, you know, minute-long reloads, but it's 90 seconds is fairly okay. I mean, I think I got this down to 88 seconds on the Chung move. So notice right here, we're just basically slowing down. We have a York, a cruiser, so we know we can hit them. Again, you got to choose your targets wisely. Sailing in kind of a straight line here, so I'm going to basically lead him because I know he's going to speed up. One technique right there is to use the marker, fire one in front and fire one behind. Maybe now I've matched speed with him. I think he might keep this continuous course, and we'll lead just a little bit and fire another rack right there. So we got 10 torpedoes out there, spaced evenly. So I normally space them to allow sometimes, you know, cruiser and destroyer players, battleship players will make changes at the last minute, so it keeps them guessing. So you notice, look, he is not reacting. He does not see that torpedo. And he's also focused. So look, we're going to nail one. Boom, right on. Look at 9,000 damage, a flooding. He's got a damage counter right now. He finally realizes something's happening here. I've got a maneuver. I've got torpedoes all over the place. He turns back towards us. Now, for me, I speed up and I begin head away from him. Again, beautiful 5.7 detection range, which allows us to do, you know, these kind of deep, close maneuvers. And you'll notice, again, he did not change his position. He's still heading for A, so we know where he's going. So now we can use this to our advantage. He's literally going to drive right into another salvo of torpedoes. So I'm just continuously going to satellite this guy. Now he's not really sure where I'm at. I don't think. I don't have location or RPF on. And he's really focused on shooting at the, you know, the mast here, the mast, whatever you ever say it. Not totally. I think he might have forgotten about us. I'm not sure. But again, I like this detection range. The speed again allows us to, you know, juke on, juke off, start on a moment's notice. So again, Chung is a great ship for this. The other thing I like about it is the engine speed boost lasts pretty long. I think about 2 minutes here, and gets you really up to 42 knots. So here we go. So he begins to cap, and I think he's getting scared off by the FDG or the Buffalo. So he's, okay, now look at this. We have him focused on other ships, so we're going to use this to our advantage. We lead him just a little bit because I know he's speeding up. As he's speeding up, the marker's coming to me. I let him drive into the marker, if you will. Drive into the torpedo detector, if you will, if you want to call it the aiming system. And normally most ships will turn back away. So you know he's turning away or slowing down. So obviously I'm going to fire one more inside of this target marker. And just look at his reaction. He's not paying attention, or he just doesn't see the torpedoes. I mean, it's incredible, really stealthy, very shocking, if you will. And look, just full broadside. Now he sees them, and he's just like, oh man, crap, boom. Can't do much about that. again, these torpedoes are incredible. Normal torpedoes, I've been looking around, looking at Gearing, looking at Fletchers, and looking at other, even Shimakaze. Their detection is about 1.3, 1.4. I've seen some of them at 1.6 maybe. A detection for torpedoes, which gives somebody about maybe 11 to 12 second reaction time, which is a little bit more time. It's even worse with hydro. I mean, you got hydro, obviously you can see any torpedoes within the hydro distance, but I mean, with these torpedoes, as long as there's no hydro, man, it really catches a lot of people off guard. So our team is kind of similar, neck and neck at this point. We have about 5 ships, so there are 4. So I'm going to basically sneak back in, and yay, we got another advantage. We took out a Palmer. Yugamo took out a Palmer. Great shot there with the torpedoes. Seems like this was a torpedo round, a torpedo match. But really, what we're going to do right now is just head towards B and try to cap it. Now, here is another lesson of what not to do. It's up to you how you want to call or refer to this, but I mean, it's not all about doing the right thing. Sometimes you got to show what you did wrong so you can learn from it, and that's what I love about tactics and review. That you can look at some of the things that you did, some of the errors, some of the mistakes, Monday morning quarterback it, and find out what we can do better next time. So I saw the Riga here, and I'm thinking, okay, is he going to drive? No, he's not. He's chasing the FDG, so I know he's going to chase him. And especially he doesn't want to show broadside, he's going to go nose in towards the FDG, which means he'll be broadside to me, because I'm almost at a 90-degree angle to him. I fire rack, but I totally forgot the FDG is turning back towards me. Oh my goodness. I literally sunk to my stomach and said, oh crap, that one's going to hit him. And see, now the Riga is going to just sail right by him, and I'm thinking, okay, I can shoot a rack behind him and get him. But oh crap, FDG. So sorry, toe kick. I didn't mean to do that. So in order to make up for it, we have to kill this guy. We're already radared. I elect to open up. We're already being seen. The torpedoes miss. Riga's reacting, but look at the fast firing rate of these guns. I mean, we have Fearless Brawler, I believe. No, actually we don't. But look, start a fire, the fast rate of these guns, it doesn't matter if you have Fearless Brawler or not, the rate of fire of these guns is incredible. And I say sorry. Yeah, I mean, at least we're up. And again, lesson learned. Don't fire torpedoes while friendlies are in front of you. Unless you for sure know your friendly is not going to be turned back into your torpedo envelope. So my goodness, lesson learned there. Felt bad. Probably took us down a couple notches from being number 1 in the team. Tried to make up for it, so we're going to try to cap. Yugamo's taken out now that the game is sealed. And let's just play around with this last Bismarck here and just show off the capabilities of, again, these torpedoes. The other thing maybe I didn't like about these torpedoes is the fact that the range is only 10.5 kilometers. Now the Yoyang, which is the tier 10 version of this, it's just another Gearing basically, but Pan-Asian. Their torpedoes range is 13.5, so that extra 3.5 makes a difference, because sometimes, man, is it frustrating that these cruisers and battleships or CVs are running away from you and they barely just miss because they run out of range, and it's really, really frustrating to see that. And man, I wish we had literally like 13-kilometer torpedoes at least in the Chung move. It just doesn't work. And but anyways, we do what we can. You got to get in closer. I mean, detection again, 5.7, not a big deal. But Bismarck elects to turn inside of us. Now I was thinking he was going to go behind the island, but I just gauge the marker, put the thing on the thing, fire, and we just pray for rain here. And I think, again, just looking at the way he's maneuvering, he's not going to see these. I don't think Bismarck has hydro, I don't believe. And either that or he used it. I'm not really sure. I never played the Bismarck really. But just looking at his reaction time to these torpedoes just shows you the power and capabilities of these torpedoes. Pretty incredible. So really fun game to display off the ship. Again, lesson learned, not to shoot at your own friendlies, not to fire in the range, and wait till your friendlies exit the area, and boom, win the game with the third kill of the match. So hope you guys liked the video. Hit the like, subscribe, share the video if you like it, and hope you learned some lessons about it. And until next time, we'll see you soon. Cheers.